Hello, this is a follow-up video to my previous video about wave function collapse and the concept of gates or locked doors that you would need to find a key somewhere else in the map and how that would be set up with the wave function collapse. But before I get to that, there was this one setting that I forgot to mention last time, which is it's part of a small optimization. Well, actually not that small. Yeah, actually it's a big optimization. Spawn in four parts. So if I stop this and enable that setting, right now, if you look at the output log, you can see it says something like finish speed 4.7 seconds, or usually it's something somewhere around 4, a little bit above 4 every time, sometimes even 5 seconds. But then if I enable this setting, spawn in 4 parts, and start generating, what it does is first it spawns all the important rooms, the rooms with a minimum count that need to be spawned just anywhere in the map. But then it starts spawning on these subsections of the grid. So first it starts on this area, then on this area, then on this area, and then on this area. And that allows it to go a lot faster because it needs to consider only a small part of the grid for the whole time. And if you look at the output log now, it's something like 2, or well, right now it was 3 seconds the last time, but usually it's around 2 point something, like 2.4 right now. So it's a big improvement for 4 seconds. Very happy with how that works, and doesn't seem to cause any problems. When it's spawning them on the like the subgrid, it still can overlap a little bit with other parts of the grid, so it doesn't like cause there to be a visible line here, because the rooms can still kind of go to the other side of the subgrid. But yeah, the thing I actually wanted to talk about was this whole concept of gates or locked doors. So in design, in something like Left 4 Dead, they talk about gates, or like a door you need to open with a crank, or any kind of slow opening door that kind of um, permit stop the player from getting to the next area without before they can like finish some other task, maybe like starting a generator or something like that. So the only like this big room that I have defined as gate room will always be like the only way to like access this stairway here from the front door. So it will always like make sure that they are like separated, and the only way is to get through this big laboratory that I've set up here. It doesn't really actually like require any kind of key or any kind of thing like that, but just to like test, I've used this big laboratory. So you will see the big laboratory spawn first every time, and then you will see this path building going through the laboratory. And if you look at this texture on the grid, you will see that all of the rooms that are before the big laboratory have this like diagonal texturing on them, and then the rooms after that don't have that texturing, and that means that like those rooms are not accessible other than going through the big laboratory first. And then I also have these two arrays: rooms before gate and rooms after gate. And here I have defined kitchen. So the kitchen will always spawn on the area after the gate, so it will it will never have like that diagonal texturing like these rooms have, and it will always spawn like around this upper part of the level. So yeah, it seems to be working really nicely. I haven't encountered any errors. Hasn't like failed to generate the level even once that I have tried it. With this current setup. It's not a perfect setup. There is some problems with it. Like if I pause this and then I visualize this like visualizes the different areas a little bit better. But it has like a little bit of a problem of like um, if you would look at this, so the important part is the two paths, like this red path and this green path that you cannot really see well right now. But yeah, this green path. Um, those are like the tiles that need to be on the different sides of the laboratory. But all of these rooms here, they could be in either side of the gate room. Um, but the way I have programmed the algorithm to figure out if it's legal to spawn the room there without like messing up uh, the setup that they need to be these rooms here can only be accessible through the gate room. It kind of needs to divide the areas to these like this kind of setup that part of them are like green and it doesn't like allow a lot of options in the sense of like I think this could be like still be improved in a way because there would be like a lot of different kind of configurations of like the green area could probably spread all out a lot more here. Um, but I like just in this first iteration, I just got it work in a way that like it divides the areas so that you can only access it through the gates. But then other stuff like this, I quite couldn't figure out yet how to make it so that you would have like a better um, how to say like it will be more flexible with this area that it's not like clear divided like trying to sort of make the areas even in the sense but yeah, it's still working very nicely. Other improvements that I still need to do is maybe switch from assets to gameplay tags here that you would like choose like multiple kitchens with a gameplay tag instead of just this one kitchen asset room level that I have here. Another thing is that this final path, like the desired distance of like wanting this path, the red and green path to be a specific length, that seems to fail a lot of times, a lot more now that I have this gate system here. If I think I disable this gate here, if I remove the asset here, then it will start to get more towards the desired distance again. Uh, but with the gate system enabled, if I have an asset defined here, it kind of fails because it needs to consider the pathfinding first. It needs to make sure that the the rooms are only accessible through the gates and so on. So um, that's kind of the more important consideration for the system. So it kind of fails a lot. Like right now it says 34, so it's like the path line is 34 long instead of the 24 that's like trying to target. So that's another thing I need to improve. But that's literally like this is kind of already um, very nice in the sense that it seems to work every time in separating the two areas with the gate room, and I haven't seen it fail yet. I also added these buttons to like test it 1,000 times, so I can like, even just leave it running uh, while I go to bed and check in the morning that to make sure that it hasn't failed the whole time. And then I have this pause testing on failure. You know, like if it happens to fail, then I can immediately see that like try to analyze the situation with the like the room spawning, like what's going on. But yeah, I will try to improve the system even more, figure out how I can make it more flexible, especially with the desired distances. Thank you for watching.